violation, and we look at those things. Everything you say censored, community violation, and it taken down, it don't push out. We are to be careful. This man was arrested, I think, last night, that he threatened the president on his program. Whatever we say, be careful. Keep your last word. You know what you wanted. You know what you want to get out there. You know what you want people to say. My mother used to say to me, some guys have all the luck. Some guys have all the luck. Some guys have all the luck. We don't have the luck. Agent Doreen see that we didn't vote for him. And the first thing he come for, all that he has been doing is things that affect Black people. No, I think I just heard something that they can't talk about just Kezia, whatever thing here, man, and think they can't talk about that anymore. We ought to be careful. Don't be stupid. Warn our children, because these people now are emboldened to go out there after our children. One young lady in here said, oh, she's tired of going to funeral. Be careful. And man, step up with your children. Step up with your young son. I know they are zealous. They don't know the foot from the head. You want to see them grow up, because the bounty hunt is on. Be careful with your children. Take care of your children, man. Don't get up and say it's a woman's responsibility and the woman didn't want me and the woman did. You don't care what the woman wanted. It's your children. Step up and show them. Let them know that they're supposed to listen. They may not listen to the mother, but you are a man. When you say sit down, they sit down. Let them know that they ought to hear. Because now it's not the time for us to slacken up. We see the time that we are in. Agent Orange is going after every Black person. And after I finish with the Spanish people, he's going to try to get rid of African American. Agent Orange is doing everything that affects Black people. Well, he think. But everything that he's undoing affect white people more than it affect Black. And he don't know. He don't know. And who is going to tell him? Who is going to tell him that what he's doing affects us less than anybody else? It affects us less. It don't affect us. Who is going to tell him that these programs don't really affect us? Who is going to tell him that we are not getting anything from this program that he's trying to? We know already. We have it in our head. That's why you guys are so smart. I love to listen to the young people. Last night I hear this young guy and oh my God, I tell him, I said, I am so happy to hear a young man and you're saying something that is not, that you can't even understand what they're saying. I am so glad to hear a young man give good information. I know the young girls give good information. I can't stop. In my bed at night, I'm going. And if you see I scroll over your thing and don't give you a like or anything, I couldn't wait for you to bring out your other words. I don't want, I don't like that. Speak. Speak. Write down what you want to say and speak it. And when I hear the young girl said we ought to keep our children I know young boys, young men who don't want to listen and who think they know it all. Always quarreling with somebody, walk into the store and they're quarreling and they're throwing stuff and they disrespectful. Speak to your young children. It's not the time. We need our young men. We need them. They are the future. Teach them. Teach them. Teach them to listen. Teach them. Let them know that your father speak to you. Even if you don't or didn't, your mother must have. Let them know that there's somebody that spoke to you when you were their age. And that's why you're the man that you are today. Let them know that you used to do the same thing. You used to be unruly and don't listen and don't hear. Like all of us people. We do the same thing. But some of us didn't have anybody to speak to us. Some of us didn't have anybody to speak to us. I didn't have a father, but I have, how many brothers do I have? 8 brothers, something like that. I have a lot of brothers. My father left when I was maybe 2. And when he came back, I was 5, he died. I didn't have a father, but my mother instilled in me the things that I know today. My mother speak to me. My mother tell me. I wouldn't say my brother, because my brother, they were too busy chasing girls. But it's the only thing that my brothers keep us in check. We couldn't go here, we couldn't go there. You know, you couldn't walk at night, you couldn't, you know, those things. So they're like our daddy. They make sure that we don't walk up and down on the street, you know, frivolously, not going anywhere. If they see us, they want to know what you're doing here, where you're going, why are you here, and such the like. I don't know if people do it on today, but we couldn't just hang out on the street. We couldn't just go out and just stand up looking. Oh, we couldn't do that. The first thing our brother is going to go, what are you doing here? Why are you standing here? Are you a policeman? Go home. And when big brother say go home, you better run. Don't even stand up. Because he's going to start taking off his belt. When big brother say go home, that's what you do. So now we're going to, especially this era that we are in, please, please. We don't want to see another young people in a casket. We don't want to see another young people dying. We want to see our young people grow up. We don't want to see another young person lying there. Thank you, my dear. Because you know something? It's like you ever see a 2-year-old? I see a little baby on here and he was arguing with his parents. No. Couldn't even talk and he was arguing. And that's what our young people are. But then, when something happened that they are sick, the first person they are calling, mommy, daddy. Let something happen to them out there. And the first person, I'm talking and tears filling my eye. The first person they're calling is mommy and daddy. They don't know any better. And we are the ones, God entrusting these children to us. We don't want to see them lying on the street that you have to go identify them. You don't want to go identify your children. But these people now are so emboldened with agent orange and power. They are so emboldened that they don't care. Because they know when they get in the prison, they're going to let out. They know when they get in there, he's going to take them out. So for God's sake, talk to your children. Let them stay home, play video game. In this year, 4 years, Let them play video game. I don't care. Let them buy video game. Let them play it. Let them stay home and play video game. For 4 years, video game. After they finish doing their homework, video game. Let them play. Because with the video game, they're going to stay inside. With the video game, they're going to stay inside. And you won't have to go identify them. Nobody have to call you and said something happened to your child down the road. Let them stay and play video game. 4 years of video game. 4 years of video game. Let them play it. Because you have some people who don't care. And the racism is running rampant. No matter what you say. No matter what you say, it's still there. And they are, because they have the opportunity to walk with the pew-pew or whatever they call it. You don't have that opportunity. If you have it, you're cut down and then ask questions later. If you have a pew-pew, although it may be licensed and registered, you are cut down and then ask question later. But they can display theirs. They can display it. And the first thing they said, I was standing my ground. I was threatened. Nobody threatening anybody. Nobody threatening anybody. Don't let your black son go out there or rob any stores. Don't let him go out there, go do anything. Don't let him even walk in the stores. Don't let him go there near the store. Buy all your grocery. Buy it all. And bring it home. Buy sodas, buy everything, chips, whatever he needs. Buy it so it's in the house. You don't have to go out there to look at. I used to do that for my son, you know, because I go to the grocery store once a week. Whatever my son drink, a lot of milk he used to drink, I'll have 2 gallons of milk. We don't go to the store. We don't go to the corner store. We buy everything that he need that's going to serve for that week. Because people is not what they seem. Even your neighbor. I walk around here. Now all of a sudden now they the Trump sign is gone. But there used to be so much Trump sign. They still have it out. All of a sudden they pick them all up. Because they don't want nobody to know. No, they don't want anybody to know who they are. They pick them up. But you know your last word. Don't jump on here threatening anybody. Don't jump on here saying anything that can be misconstrued. Don't jump on here saying things. Don't jump on here saying anything. Because TikTok is not what TikTok used to be. Facebook is not what Facebook used to be. Because it's a different sheriff in town. And they are monitoring you. They are monitoring, not say you per se, us. And that's why. You heard that 92% of black people vote for Kamala? And he's overturning everything for black people. He's overturning everything that concerns black people. But then again, it's only, what do you call that thing? It's only a temporary fix, whatever they call that thing. Tell me somebody. It's only a temporary thing. Because it's not a law. Executive. Take the jig. So the next president that comes along in 4 years, hopefully it will be a Democrat and the election is not stolen, who will overturn these things. who will overturn and get it in the right order. That's okay. We have been through 4 years. I have been watching election for God knows what. The minute I have sense, I love election. I love politics. And I used to work in office with Republican. We were bosom buddy. We were friends. Oh, you vote for who you want to. It wasn't a war. First time in the 80s and 70s, voting wasn't a war in America. Who turned it into a war? People vote for who they want to vote for. Whoever win, they win. It wasn't any war in election. All of a sudden, we have it turned into war with three-letter people up and down trying to take out other people. But it wasn't a war. Good morning, my dear. You vote for who you want to vote for. And that's how it should be. So I said somebody got to win. Somebody got to win because it's voting. You're marking numbers. You're marking and it's tallying, it's counting. So whether the Republican or whether Democrat, it win. But you know something? When somebody win, it comes together for the people. For the people. It's not only for one set of people. It's not that for somebody to bring in all the family and put them in power. It's not for somebody to bring in all the friends and put them in there to say the friends are making laws. Because it's only temporary. So what are you going to do after that 4-year fix come? And the 4 year is gone. Oh, we have seen a lot of 4 years come, you know. Jimmy Carter, Reagan, Clinton, Obama, Bushes. We've seen a lot of 4 years. 4 and 8 years. They come and they go. That's what it is. It comes and it goes. You may not like this one, and I may not like that one, but it comes and it goes. And the reason why people dislike one is the policies. Is the policies that they make that doesn't affect other people. If you're going to give tax cut to only the rich, give tax cut to everybody. You're going to say only people who make $350,000 and up. Tell me which poor people make $350,000. No poor people making the $350,000. They're not even making $100,000, some of them. And if they're making $100,000, they have to have 3 jobs. No poor people making that kind of money. If you say you're making $350,000, you're rich. You are rich. You are rich. And that's the reason why when it comes to the voting, they vote because, oh yeah, they're getting tax cut. And tax cut is not all. What else is there? Tax cut is not all. Because it's our civic duty in the United States to pay taxes. The first time I work on the takeout, all that the takeout, I begin to cry because I was left with nothing. When you look on my pay stub, go all the way down. I was left with nothing. On Social Security, the government don't give you Social Security. It's your money. They take it out and invest it. It's your money. Look at all the takeout. Even for the ambulance, they take out things for the ambulance in the city. And my the taxes for the city. Houses taxes thing. You pay for everything. There's nothing free, nothing cheap. You pay for everything. So when somebody wins the election, you're expecting them to do things for everyone. Like Obama said, is everybody president? He's not just one person. He's not just for... Is everybody president? When you win the election, you are everybody's president. Although your party's this, you put that aside. Now you win. Now you're in this chair. Now you are there to govern, not to carry out and say people didn't vote for you. Not to come up against everybody and say this one hurt me and that one hurt me. Put your feelings aside. It's not about that. It's about govern the nation. Oh, you didn't vote for me, so I'm going to take this away. Oh, you didn't vote for me, so I'm going to take that away. Oh, you didn't vote for me, I'm going to put you in jail. We've been watched. We've been watched. And I don't want to come on here and hear anybody have anything to say. All right, talk your talk. There's a way to say it. There's a way to do it. Don't come on here threatening anybody. Don't give no hate speech. Because you know TikTok gonna take you down. Everything you say is hate speech. Don't come on here threatening, saying anything. 4 years. Look at your baby when he born. By the time you turn around, oh, he's 4. 4 years. Not all that bad. God will not let anything happen to you. God will take his children out of the hands of Pharaoh, out of the hands of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon. God is on the job. You can't do it. You can't fight your own battle. You cannot do it. Stay on your knees. Oh boy. What is that on my YouTube? Stay on your knees. People may say prayer don't work, but it works. Stay on your knees. Walk in praying, talking to the Lord, because that's what the children did back in the days, in the Bible days. They talked to God. They called to God. They called upon the name of the Lord. You don't have to say a thing. 4 years of praying. 4 years. Fast one day. 4 years of praying. 4 years of curtailing your children. 4 years of letting them stay inside. You don't want to get nobody to tell you to don't come and identify them. You don't want nobody to tell you to come and identify your children. You want your children safe with you. And for what is going on now, people are emboldened. People think they have the right to do. People think they have the right to put the knee in your neck. Or children can't walk. If they go to the store, you got to be worried. You got to be worried if they go to the store. And you're looking when are they coming back. Our children don't have that option of being free. Our children are not free. They can't even go to party as young people. We don't have the option. We don't have the option. We don't have that option. We don't have the option. Speak to your children. I'm going to church. I'm watching the time. Speak to your children. Speak to your children. There's a song that says, "Speak, Lord." Speak to your children. If there is not a time that they should listen to you, now is the time. The Bible said now is the acceptable time. Now is the time for your children to listen. And if they don't want to listen, make them listen. They are living in your house, eating your food. Let them listen. And ladies, if you have children without a daddy, and if you know where the daddy is, let them daddy control them if they're not listening to you. Let the father control them. They may resent you now, you know. And I've seen a lot of children resent their parents from telling them what to do. But eventually, they're going to come and tell you thank you. Mommy, thank you. Daddy, thank you. Because if you didn't do all what you did, I wouldn't be around now. And they know it. They knows it. What the thing said, they know it. They know it. If you didn't do what you did to protect your children with a iron fist, if you didn't do what you did, they wouldn't be around. And they will come to tell you thank you. Because now is not the time to send them out there on the street. I go to Bible class, prayer meeting on Thursday, and all we are doing is praying for our children. Now we have to start, I have to add praying for our country. All we are doing is praying for the young people. Because idiots are walking in their school and doing all these crazy things to them. So when they don't walk in there and do all these crazy things, they have been cut down on the outside. So the children are doing the thing in the school and the parents are doing the things on the outside. So where can you run? Where can you hide? Where can you run? What the Bible said, there is no resting place. There is no hiding place. Where can you run? Can somebody tell me where to get a t-shirt with hashtag, what is it? FAFO? Hi. They will find out. I was going down all that last night. FAFO, all that hashtag thing. They have a whole page of it where people are finding out. where people are crying. We knows best. What did they say? Mothers knows best. When mama tell me to do something and I didn't do it, she said, parents knows best. Parents knows best. We knows. We knows best. And we grow the children, not the children grow us. We tell them what to do, like your parents tell you what to do. We tell our children what to do. Don't sit down there and let your children rule you and tell you they can't do, and then walk out when you tell them to do something. No. We want to see them grow up like we grew up. I don't have any young one. I have grandchildren, but they're big too. So they have to listen. Let them listen to you. No 13 and 12-year-old child walking in your house and coming in your house at night and coming and gone. And I hear a woman said 13-year-old child was at some party and get unalive. Come on! Lay hold. The Bible said lay hold of your children. No 13-year-old child have any right outside after 10 o'clock. And I won't even give them 10. What are you doing out there 10 o'clock? You ain't working. You have a phone call. Talk to your friends on the phone. This lady tell me, oh, you're not coming to my house. I said, what are I coming to your house for? If I come to your house, I got to sit in one chair. When I'm at my house, I could sit in any one of my chairs that I have. So why would I leave my house to go to somebody else? For you to tell me where to sit. I don't go to people's house. And we got to teach our children. You know something? I have 2 daughters. They don't go to people's house either. Because they see that I don't go to people's house. My daughters don't go to people's house. My grandchildren don't go to people's house. That's what we ought to teach our children. Keep them off the street. Keep our children off the street. Thank you, my dear. Keep our children off the street. We don't want people to call us and say, oh, come and identify you. Oh, there's a... No. We want our children by our side. And no mothers love son, but fathers rule the son and mothers love them. Fathers love daughter. The mother is there to nurture. And the father is there to carry out the rules. The father is there to carry out the rules. And the mother is there to wipe the nose and love them. No matter how big they are, you ever see how they always curl up on mama and lie down on mama's lap. And on the boys always on the shoulder. And the girls in the lap. My son is grown. And every time he's leaving to go back, he drives truck on the road. And every time he come down and he's leaving, he come to my house for me to pray and anoint him with olive oil. I have to pray over him. He always stop before he goes to the truck stop and pick up his truck. He come to mama for mama to pray over him. Let your children know that you love them, but they still have to listen. They have to listen. Because we don't want to go identify them. As I said, I saw this man last night and the man, this morning on the news, I think 5 o'clock, I was up. I love to watch the news early. And he was arrested for saying things. Well, they said he was threatening the president. I don't know. Please, 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 please. I know we can be zealous at times. I know we can be zealous. And I know we all, we're not even listening. I know we can be zealous. And we speak before we even think what we are saying. But think before the words come out of your mouth. Because you don't want him to come to your house and pull you away. You don't want him to come to your house and pull you away so you say something. And you know it, what you said, it was misconstrued. You don't want people to come to your house and get you saying that you threaten anybody. You're not threatening anybody. You know you know your last word. You know your word. Say something. Educate us. A lot of you are very educated. Tell us ways of making money for the 4 years. Tell us. Some of you read the Bible with us. Go down the Bible, read. Say something. 4 years of silence. You know something? If you want people to hate you, be silent. If you want to have enemies, be silent. Because when you open your mouth, people know what you're thinking. But when you keep quiet, they don't know your next move. They don't know your next move. Be quiet. People listen to find out what you're going to do next. You think they're not listening to watching TikTok? We don't even know who owns TikTok anymore. Because you go here, you're on Facebook, you're on TikTok, you don't know where you are. I see Facebook advertising a lot of things telling me to sell this and sell that on TikTok. I don't know. But I am not going to let it bother me. Whether TikTok own it or whether Facebook own it. I am just glad to be able to encourage, to speak to speak about the Lord. I love it for that. I was off for a while. I was putting tile in my bedroom. I was doing things and I was just relaxing. I was still scrolling. I was still watching. But I take a break. And some of you need to take a break. Oh, but some of you make your money here, and so because you have to make money, you have to do what you have to do. But just be careful. Be careful. Be careful. We went through 400 years of hell, and we have somebody who still want to take us back there. Because everywhere you go, people are telling you to go back, and they're going to take you back, and to do go back, go back. Not saying when the finger is pointing one way, it's pointing back at you. Because everybody come from somewhere. Everybody come from somewhere. So the Indians can get up and say, everybody go back. Everybody comes from somewhere. And it's so appalling for the same people them who come here with their parents have the gall to be telling other people to go back. I saw a man showing the tomato. I don't know if it's tomato or strawberry, because I don't have my glasses on in bed, so I don't know. I see the little red things on the ground. I don't know what the heck they are. But they were showing nobody to pick them. And although they're saying go back, they are not taking the job in the field to pick the tomato. They are not taking the job in the field to pick the strawberry. So who do they want to pick it? You are running everybody out of the country to go back, go home, and you're not picking it. And the people who have the farm is going to be losing their crap because nobody's going to be picking it. Or they're going to have to pay a lot more money. Because we are not thinking of the ramification of things when we spew out things out our mouth. Because we always try to do things to affect one person, and it affects us. We are trying to let things affect one person, but we are God's chosen people, and there is nothing you do that will not come back to haunt you. We are God's chosen people, and there is nothing that you do that will not come back to you. They were saying that eggs was how much dollars. And now he said he can't do anything to bring things down. And if this vice president was out there standing up saying eggs was how much dollars, and now we're going to be more money with all the tariff that is put on, and with all nobody to pick up egg, and with all nobody to do this, things is going to be going up and up and up and up. And that's when the FAFO come in. Things is going to be going up. Because government don't control what people sell their things for. They don't control it. Walmart can put his things up for $10. Oh, eggs at Walmart is $10. You buy it if you want it, or you buy it if you don't want it. The government not going to go there and say, Walmart, sell your eggs for $2. If the government tell Walmart that, the government have to give Walmart some kind of subsidy to offset that. And we're not thinking. We are not thinking that it doesn't work. We let people lie to us. We let people lie to us. And we believe the hype. We believe the lies. We believe the lies so much that people come and tell us. And we believe. Oh, if I get in there, your grocery bill gonna come down. Hogwash. Hogwash ain't coming down. It's gonna go up. It's gonna go up before it comes down, if ever. Are you going to see how much $1 trillion they're going to put on in the deficit? You're going to see how much trillion, because that man have no barrier, no filter. He just use money. Money is there to be used. The only people that they watch when they get in power, who is using money, is the Democrat. Oh, the deficit. Oh, the deficit. You can't. And Democrats sit right there, right along with them. Because Democrat always wanted bipartisan. We need to vote out all these Democrats out of power and put real Democrat in there that's going to work for the people. Because this Democrat ain't doing nothing. All they wanted is bipartisan. And you have a lot of the Democrats who are Republican, closing Democrat sheet. They ain't doing anything. Because big things that should be done, they look past it. And then they go into, oh, we know that is not so. Really, what are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? We need to stop. Stop. Turn around. Pause. Take another look. We need to stop. Pause. Take another look. Because it's not your grandparents' America. It is not your grandparents' America. This is America that you have never seen before. And don't get me wrong, things are bad all over the world, but some people make it worse. Because some people make it worse for just a set of people, thinking that I can do something to this set of people and it won't affect me. But whatever you do, it comes right back at you. Whatever you say, it comes right back at you. Because I am chosen. I am a chosen woman. And we all are chosen. And you think God is not looking? And you think God is not seeing? Watch and see. Watch. Look out. It is coming. The woman, there's a lady used to be on here, said, if you do good, payday is coming. And if you do bad, payday is coming. Payday is coming. I saw one come around this morning and says, karma. Karma is real. And she gave the story about her friend married to a man that was cheating. Karma is coming. Your payday is coming. It may look like it's not coming. It may look like it's taking a long time to get here. And people are basking in all their evilness. But let me tell you something. There is a God that sits high and looks low. And when he act today or tomorrow, but he will act. When he look down and see, what did he do to Pharaoh? Let my people go. He did it to Pharaoh. Did it to Nebuchadnezzar. He did it to a lot of people in the Bible who tried to suffocate his children, who tried to do things that is not acceptable to his people, who is anointed, is chosen people. We are chosen and suffering sometimes because of our ways. But there is a God. There is still a couple of us who are praying. There's still a couple of us who are doing things on his behalf and who really mean it from the depths of our heart. There is a couple of us who still hold the realm of God in our hands. He loves you. And I want to see you around for the next, well, for the beginning of the next 4 years. When is that? 29? Yeah. When we're going to be rejoicing. When we will done with the hashtag FAFO. I want a t-shirt that say that. Somebody send me a t-shirt. But we got to do what we got to do. The Lord is able. The Lord is good. The Lord is gracious. And there is none like him. There is none like him. There is none like him. My last word for you, be careful. Don't go there and say what others are saying, but because you don't have the same luck. They can come here and say anything they want to say because they are not you. They can do whatever they want to do because they are not you. The minute you say something, your program is done, banned, kick off, shut down, tear down. I think they are doing the same thing over what Elon Musk thing is, whatever they call it, X. So especially when they are paying you, you can't say anything. You have to keep your mouth shut and just speak what they want you to say. You can't say anything. You just gotta keep saying, Mom is the word. All right. I got to go. My church starts. Let me hand this on YouTube. My church started.